Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner, and today I have Benjamin Blais with us. He's an inventory analyst at Halco. So welcome to the show, Ben.
Thanks for having me, Tyler.
Of course. Thanks for joining us, and we'll dive in. The first question I have for you is, what's the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
When I was still at university, me and my friend heard about a Rolling Stones concert in Atlanta. And, you know, we're college students, so at the time we were pretty strapped for cash. But we decided to take the kind of leap and go do it. And definitely that's probably the most important life experience to me. And basically, it was just a great kind of experience, and I enjoyed it.
And what's the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
To always put yourself out there and network with new people and try to always expand your professional network.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice, and not necessarily industry specific?
Just kind of try to put yourself out there and try to always do, new tasks, and don't be afraid to try new opportunities that come your way, even if it kind of puts you out of your comfort zone.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Kind of just related to the question that you just asked me, try to take, advantage of every opportunity that comes your way, even if it's something that, you may not feel comfortable doing.
And in your opinion, what's the key to happiness?
I think the key to happiness is to find something you're really passionate about, something that you have just innate skills for, whether it could be reading, writing, singing, whatever it is. Try to pursue that, and you can turn it into something great. I think that will end up being something really rewarding.
And what's the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And the best concept I would say that I learned from that is the concept of, not having all of your eggs into one basket monetarily, having an active and a passive income.
And what's your favorite quote and why?
I enjoy Star Wars, so I'm going to go with Yoda or Frank Oz, do or do not. There is no try.
Yes, I love that, man. Thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
LinkedIn.
Awesome. Sounds good, man. Thank you again for coming on.
Thanks, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.